Good morning, traders. Let's get ready to take on the market. First things first, is your computer on a fresh restart? If not, restart it now and come back to this video. Now, let's check your internet connection and make sure that you have your usual download and upload speeds. Sometimes you can have one without the other and you won't know it until you run a speed test. The LEDs on your modem don't always tell the whole story. All good in the internet connection department? Okay, let's move on. Open up your written trading plan and read through it very critically. As you read it, remind yourself of why you wrote what you're reading. What went wrong in the past that made you write that into your plan? What are you going to do from now on so that doesn't happen again in the future? Is there anything that you recently added to your plan? Pay special attention to those parts and really think about why they're there. Have you read through your plan entirely? Well done. Okay. Let's get our trading desk ready. Do you use any special tools for trading, like a calculator, a position-size cheat sheet, pad and paper? Make sure they're ready to go. How about a separate computer or phone as a screener? Make sure it's up and running and that you've selected the correct parameters on your screener. If you trade the market open, some screeners may need to be refreshed or restarted in order to populate the stock list properly as the market transitions from the pre-market to the open. Don't hesitate to restart or refresh your screener until the list looks as expected, even if the markets have already opened. What's your criteria to pick stocks from the screener? Is there a certain volume, market cap, float size, or maybe price range that you use? Make sure that the stocks that you put on your chart or watch list meet your screener criteria. Otherwise, you may be tempted to take a trade on a stock that's outside of your trading plan. Okay, now that the stocks are on your chart, what are you looking for in order to take a trade? Price trading above the 200 MA on the daily if you're looking for a long position, or maybe a break below the 200 for a short opportunity? How many time frames do you check? Going from a longer time frame down to a shorter time frame can give you a good idea of where price has been and where it may be going. Do you need to draw any support or resistance lines? Okay, now that you have a few stocks on your watch, what's your trigger to take an entry? Do you want to see the price break the high or low of day? Are you looking for a 3 or 4 bar play? Maybe you trade the ABCD pattern or support and resistance. Remember that your trigger to look for an entry may not be the same as the trigger to take an entry. Maybe you need to wait for a pullback and then some sort of confirmation before entering. All right, this is crucial. Don't forget that it's always possible that there will be no trades to take today. Don't force trades on stocks or setups that are less than your preferred setup and screener criteria. It's always better to take no trades than to be stuck in a losing trade that you shouldn't have taken. Far worse is to take a trade you shouldn't take and you win that trade. That will only enforce bad habits that will surely cost you a lot of money in the long run. Let's say that today you're able to take a trade. Now that you're in it, what are you supposed to do? What's your stop loss? Hopefully you saw your stop loss on the chart before you took your position. If you use a hard stop, place it at the appropriate level quickly, just in case the stock flushes down against you. Well done. No matter what happens now, you've limited your loss and you're protecting your capital. Now let's decide on a profit target. This may vary greatly depending on your plan. Maybe you trade all or nothing with a 2-hour profit target or similar. If so, place it now. Then double check that you've calculated it correctly. Maybe you use the 9 EMA or some other moving average to trail the price up. Don't forget to bring your stop up as the price increases, but not too close, otherwise you may get stopped out accidentally. If you use hotkeys to get in and out, make sure that you have your fingers on the hotkeys ready to strike in an instant. Volatile stocks can move very fast. All right, the trade is over now. How'd you do, red or green? Don't forget that no matter what, as long as you followed your plan all the way through, it was a good trade. Some of the best setups fail on a regular basis, and that's why we use stop losses. If you won the trade, good for you. If you broke your plan just to ensure that the trade was green, well, you may want to remind yourself that good trading isn't done by one single trade. Good trading is done over a long period of many trades, maybe even a lifetime if you're disciplined enough to last. You're going to be tested every single day in the markets. It's up to you to stick to your plan and do what's right, even when it hurts. Are you better than that one single trade that's tempting you to break your plan? I don't know, but I do know that you can be if you want to. All you need is practice and to start doing the right thing today. What happened yesterday or last week has absolutely nothing to do with today's trades. Today is a brand new day. It's a clean slate. Today is your day to stick to your plan no matter how hard it is. A trade that hits your stop but was executed according to plan is still a great trade. Maybe you even hit your max loss today. That's all part of trading as long as all of your trades were taken according to your plan. Remember that the alternative to taking your stops is far worse. If you hold on to a losing position, it's going to eat away at you. You're going to be checking the charts constantly, looking for news on the company, checking social media, asking others if you should hold or sell. It's not a good place to be. It's far better to take your stops, get your money back, and trade another day. Remember, it's not just about one trade. It's about developing discipline. Discipline starts with good habits. Good habits begin with doing what's right today. You may have a good plan or strategy, but just not a big enough sample size to show its potential. So stick with it long enough to give it a chance. If you can't take 100 trades on this plan without blowing up your account, then you need to reduce your position size. A good trading system should be able to take 8 to 10 losses in a row and still be profitable after 100 trades. You'll never know if what you're doing works until you've traded it at least 100 times and tracked your trades. That's just how statistics work. If you flip a coin 3 times in a row and it comes up heads twice or all 3 times, does that mean the coin doesn't work? Or that it only has a 33% or 0% chance of coming up tails? No, of course not. A coin toss always has a 50% probability of coming up heads or tails, but you won't be able to prove this result until you flip the coin many times. The closer you get to 100 flips, the closer your results will get to 50%. The same is true in trading, assuming you're trading a repeatable system. So now that the trade day is done, it's time to record your trades onto your trade tracker. Make some notes as to what went right and what went wrong. Analyze and scrutinize the data. Are you noticing any patterns emerging? Maybe on your 4th trade, you're below break even and you need to stop after taking 3 trades. Is there anything that you need to add to your plan after today's trading? Be careful not to rewrite your plan just because of one red day or one red trade. Those could have been great trades. Remember that great trades and setups fail a lot. Your money will most likely be made with your risk management and by taking many trades the same way over time. Even with the slightest edge, you can make money trading as long as you're able to repeat the same process day in and day out, no matter what the market brings. All you have to do is stick to your plan and let it make all the decisions for you. You're just here to execute the plan. Don't judge trades once you're in them. Just let the trade play out. For me, there's only 2 possible outcomes to a trade. Either my profit target gets hit or my stop loss gets hit. There's no in between, and both are positive outcomes because either way I've traded my plan. You can't trust yourself to make wise decisions during a trade because your emotions will take hold. Rely strictly on your plan. You wrote it for a reason. Now use it.